In money matters, the JSE All Share is trading lower, marking its fourth straight session of declines. For the first week, the JSE set to slump more than 3.5%, its worst weekly performance since mid-August. Chief Investment Officer at Benguela Global Fund Managers, Zwelakhe Mnguni, is standing by for a market wrap. Zwelakhe, thank you very much, sir, for joining us this afternoon. It looks like the rand will end the week flat. Talk us through what sentiments are driving moves there.
Yeah, thank you. I think the rand, as you can see, it's been quite volatile. We went below 19 at one stage earlier in the week, and then we're back above 19. But as you said, we ended the week flat. I think what is a major factor is that yesterday the Fed put out a statement highlighting their outlook on interest rates. Essentially, what they said was inflation is still too high, and while they may not necessarily step up in terms of their rate hikes, but it's likely that the interest rates will remain high. I think we saw that as a result of that. The global market, US, Asia, and Europe, those markets came under quite a lot of pressure. I think US close to just under 1% down, and we opened today as well, we're being under pressure. The only area that is stronger is the area of gold mining. So gold has been given a little boost. And with a slightly weaker rand, I think the gold stocks have done very well today. But that is also a function of what is happening in the Middle East, that there is a risk that the war in the Middle East could be expanded to include other Arab nations.
Mm-hmm. Russia has been suspended from the Egmont Group of financial intelligence units. What does that mean?
It simply means that Russia will not receive information about the money laundering transactions, terrorist financing, and essentially they are being excluded from such information. There are 160 countries that are signatories to that Egmont Group, and the implications that they will never share that information with of what is happening around the money laundering with Russia. But I think it is actually a risk, and I think the foolish step for the global community, in that what it means is that Russia can become a place where all the terrorist funding find a haven, because now they don't have to report to the Egmont Group. So it might be a way of punishing Russia, but I don't think it's beneficial to the rest of the world.
Merafe Resources has published a production report for the 9 months ended 30 September 2023. What to make of the numbers?
Yeah, so they said their production will be down 21%, and it looks like it was a deliberate decision to scale back, given that the pricing market has been relatively weak of late. So they have basically scaled back their production, so reduced it by 21%. So yeah, I think it's just probably we're getting close to the bottom of the cycle, and the miners are feeling the brunt of lower prices, and therefore are trying to find ways to preserve cash.
And Tiger Brands has posted a voluntary trading statement for the 12 months ended 30 September as well as executive changes. How have they fared in the period under review?
Look, the trading statement is not exciting at all. I think their earnings will be between 5% down and 2% up. So really, you're probably looking at 2% down. But I think what they highlighted in the trading statement was that they are seeing the personal care market and the grocery business is under a lot of pressure, but the personal care market was relatively strong. I think the biggest news that came out was that the CEO was exiting, Newzroom Afrika, and a new CEO interim CEO has been appointed. And I think the market seems to be celebrating that, because there's been a struggle in terms of execution at Tiger Brands for the last, 5 years, and it looks like they actually the board took a decision that it was time for New to go, and the market rewarded the stock by being up 14%, which is inconsistent with the earnings report of earnings being potentially down.
Mr. Mnguni, sir, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. He's with Benguela Global Fund Managers.